Hi everybody, and welcome back to Mayster Reviews. It should have really been the 2023 video coming out last year, but because it was the start of the new chapter, and I already finished Mayster Reviews for chapter 1. But really, truly, this is the only proper 2024 video coming for Mayster Reviews in this calendar year. And the division will end on the 1st of January with a plethora of videos. First of all, I'll be doing a theatre rankings because I reviewed theatre this year, and I'll be doing that video on the 1st of January, followed by the Mayster rankings of 2024, the end of that sort of trilogy, and then a big finale that will kind of encapsulate all of the films across 2022 to 2024 that I've seen. That's not the point of today's video, though. You already kind of knew that was ending soon, but just an update on what videos are actually going to be coming. There'll be 3 more after this, all of which are New Year's Day. But the point of today's video is to kind of explain why I've decided to end the division, because even months after we recorded that presentation video in the studio at David Putnam, I've honestly really thought about the decision, and it really is true. It is the most successful thing to date I've ever done, because of course that Top Gun review was a massive fluke at the time of recording. It is still, and probably is when this comes out, still the biggest thing I've done at the time of recording. It's obviously it was a fluke. It's a couple-minute video reviewing Top Gun, and of course it was a major film, like the biggest film of 2022. Of course, it's massive. But the point I want to stress is that across the board, I was known around college and to loads and loads of people, a reputation post school of reviewing films and being the movie guy and doing that sort of thing, and constantly watching them week in, week out. And a lot of these reviews did very well, and for chapter 1 standard anyway, and across the board, because the sheer amount of them I did, the view count's really high in that division, and I would say it is the most successful division and the most successful endeavour I ever did. A lot of people think it's king at the time of recording, but it isn't really. It's the critic work, it's the reviews, and I'm really proud of it. Even though the letterbox column barely anyone reads, I've really poured my heart and soul into reviewing, and a lot of people, and it's local people who I know, and a former network people, even Dan. His review culture he ramped it up heavily in the wake of Mayster Reviews. It's heavily inspired by what Mayster Reviews was intended to be, and I'm glad that it became, because it really encouraged him to do more critic work. He reviewed films before, but it's everything from the editing style to everything in that way was it really created this kind of culture of film reviews between me and him and some others, and I'm really proud of that, and I'm really kind of keen to see what the future holds, and just kind of discussing films on the podcast, and I think that's going to be really exciting. But review's the big word, and why I don't want to review them anymore, and really, to put it honest, it's because I don't believe in the word review anymore. A lot of the changing with me that's happened this year, I've been incredibly humbled at university in the sense of my abilities in the craft and what it is I can actually contribute to the culture. And really, when it comes to making films, something I'm so passionate about, I have no right at all to speak on how other films are made with a review title in front of it, when I can't even make a film even half as much as that caliber. Now, the difficulty and why there's an argument that stems from this is because 99% of other people who I'm saying this to, who are creators, will not agree with me, because it's a sense where it is true that the chances of them getting a film in cinemas is near zero. The chances of them even making anything half decent a lot of the time is near zero. And when you take that all on board, it becomes a case of, well, why are we like an angry mob sort of review bombing this film, when at least they actually got there, they got to the finish line, and that's an achievement in itself. So as a fan, it's absolutely fine. As a fan, I will trash the shit out of things. I have been doing for years, and I will continue to do it. But I don't want to be called a critic anymore. I did that work. I did it the way everyone else does it. I wrote for a column on my own letterbox thing, a very accessible public forum to do it on. And I did that, and I've done it, and I've done it in many different ways of reviewing them across 22 to 24 and different quote styles and everything. I've done it. I've done the campaign. I've accomplished it. But at the end of this year, I really do feel it's time to end it, because I don't think I have a right to speak on those films anymore. I don't. I really don't. And there's some films that I do feel bad about giving a bad review, because as a fan, it's coming through. But I just remember the amount of work that went into it every single time, and it really creates nowadays especially, it creates a very prominent culture of toxicity, one that I really don't want to tap into. How a film can just get me really angry, and I just go on a fucking blog and write about it. It's not me. I don't want to do this anymore, and more so just the general irritability of just going to the cinema all the time, just dicks in the roles and everything like that, and just the joys of going to a public place. Again, it was part of the job. I considered it part of the job, but the amount of times I've gone and the amount of stuff that happens and everything like that, I want to go because I enjoy it, and I will do that, and I'll talk about it on the podcast, and I will do all those things. But actually reviewing them, no, I'm done. And I hope everyone who would at least enjoy my film reviews can respect that, and that New Year's Day will be a great day to finish everything off and be the proper ranty self I don't agree with personally now, but be that ranty self one last time before I try and be a lot more respectful about the culture itself. So yeah, I really have enjoyed this time, and it's very much a staple of chapter 1. But no, I'm ready to see this out now. So yeah, that's and of course I'm not going to judge anyone who continues to make film reviews, but that is now my personal standpoint as to where I sit with it, and I feel as if I've crossed that line where I don't think I can go back. So no, I hope everyone can understand that, and I'm happy that I shared this all with you. Catch the finale and other videos of Mayster Reviews on New Year's Day. Yeah, but on this division, I'll see you then for the end. Goodbye, guys. See you then.